Has your teacher ever asked you to write an objective summary of a text? Did you wonder what they meant by it? Don't worry, I'll help you with it. A summary is a much shortened version of a text. It is usually no longer than 3 or 4 sentences, and it contains a retelling of the most important points in the text, in one's own words. These important points include the main idea and some key details. A text, no matter if it is informational or fictional, usually contains a main idea, or a theme. For instance, a letter to the editor of a newspaper might contain the main idea: we need to improve the cycle paths in our city. The author of the letter might then go on to explain the reasons he or she has that opinion, providing evidence. Cycle paths in the city are full of potholes. Potholes can cause accidents, which cost the taxpayers money. Better cycle paths will also encourage more people to cycle to school and work, which is in turn better for the environment. A reader of this letter might disagree with this main idea. This reader might prefer driving to work, and think that spending money on improving cycle paths is a waste. This reader might think that we should build more roads instead. However, if we ask this reader to write an objective summary of the letter, they would have to put their own opinions aside, and only present what the writer of the letter thinks. So, they wouldn't say, "I disagree with the author of the letter," when they say that we should build more cycle paths, or, "Unlike what the letter writer thinks, we should build more roads instead." They would say, "The author of the letter thinks that we should improve the cycle paths in our city, because then more people would cycle to school and work, and that would be cheaper, and better for the environment." This summary is objective. Let's look at fictional text now. Pause the video to read the story, and then press play again when you're ready to continue. How would we write an objective summary of this text? Regardless of what we think about the shepherd boy and his actions, there are certain facts in the text. He had to tend the sheep, which he found boring. He started crying wolf, to get the villagers to come to his aid, and in that way amuse himself. But after a while the villagers stopped believing him. When the wolf started attacking the sheep for real and the boy cried wolf, no one came to help him. The last line in the text is the main idea of the story. Liars are not believed, even when they speak the truth. So, to write this objective summary, we would have to include that main idea, and then pick a few supporting details from the story. Like this. Liars are not believed, even when they speak the truth. The boy in the story lied a lot, and in the end people stopped believing him. When he truly needed help, no one believed him. This summary is objective, because we don't include our own opinions, just the facts from the story. We have also included details that show the progression of the character and the plot in the story. First, the boy lied a lot. Then he was speaking the truth, but by then no one believed him. And did you notice that I used my own words when I summarized the story? Let's recap. To write an objective summary, you need to put your own opinions and judgments aside, and look at the facts in the text. What is the main idea? And what are some key elements in the text that show how this main idea is discussed? Use your own words to give readers an idea of those elements. And remember, keep it short. 3 or 4 sentences are enough to summarize a text. Why don't you try it? Have fun!